Triple H said, "You're the GOAT." I had Ric Flair on here. He said Shawn Michaels is the GOAT. Who's John Cena GOAT of WWE?
Gosh, that's a good question. I think that's what's interesting. I can name my top 4 hip hop artists because I have no skin in the game.
Yeah.
This is a tough one to answer because I have so much professional respect for so many names.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have so much respect for Rick, like an ungodly amount of respect for Rick. And
if you're my age or close to my age, he's it.
And then if you are my age and you, 1, are able to compete with him and perform with him, and 2, when you're around Rick and you listen to what those matches were, his travel schedule, the sacrifices he made, the investment he had, his passion, that's like, whoa, man, you are fucking all about this.
Mm-hmm.
But as I'm also enamored by the business side.
Yes.
And I don't think there's a better breathing example of what's the best the business has ever been than Roman Reigns.
Okay.
And it's amazing that I'm saying a still active talent with years in front of him is the greatest of all time.
Wow.
But he's been in it since 2012. I had to work my way up. I started on the bench and then got onto the Saturday program and then just lost every match. He came in with the Shield in a really high level spot and never wavered. Even when the fans didn't like him, he was still in a main event spot. He's been in a main event lens for over a decade now, and he's brought through his clock, and you could say whatever force has helped it. But in 2012, the stock was trading at $11. WWE or TKO stock's now at 117.
Wow.
That's on his shoulders. There isn't a better indication of, and I know it's a team effort, nobody does it alone. But like when you say, hey, that to me is like, that's some serious shit.
Yeah,
and for me, I got to give her respect where respect is due. And Joe's smart, passionate about the business, multi-generational athlete, has respect for his family, has respect for the locker room, has respect for the business. He's a very, very smart performer and somebody I respect. He would be my greatest of all time.
You follow the path, you get The Rock.
Yep. Yeah, Rock would be second because Rock did the same thing in the 90s. Yeah. But this is the one time I can say this because Rock's numbers are always number 1. Roman's numbers have been better than Dwayne's. Yeah. But I mean, gosh, that's like this. Yeah.
Batista. When you decided to say, you know what, I'm going to give this acting thing a try, because Rock wrestled, then went to acting, still wrestles periodically here and there. Batista did the same thing. Batista now, he mainly just does acting. And even Roman Reigns, he's followed in Europe. So did you have conversations with Rock? Did you have conversations with Batista?
I did, but I think our paths were different.
Okay.
I think, especially with Dwayne, he did WWE and said, I want to do acting.
Okay.
I think with Batista, he also said, I now want to do acting.
Okay.
I got a chance to do acting.
Okay.
And I got a chance early in my career. 2004 was my first movie. And it didn't go so well. And then I did a bunch of bad movies, but I got those chances because the WWE was opening a studio.
Right.
Again, if life cracks the door open, see what's behind it.
Yes.
So my boss was like, hey, you got to go to Australia to make this movie. Why? Because we were going to do it with Stone Cold and he backed out. When do we film? In a week. Get down there. Okay, let's go.
Right.
That got me kind of run out of the movie business in 2009. And then in the early, like 2010, 11, 12, I was approached with very small roles. And I'd been playing the same character on TV. Not that I was bored, but this was a chance to be like, hey, do you want to make fun of yourself? Or do you want to be part of this movie where you can dress up as a different character and do different stuff? So I didn't say I was going to go act. I just merely said, yo, there's an opportunity in front of me that I'd like to do. I know why I fucked up in the past because I wanted to be in the ring when I should have wanted to be on set.
Right.
Let's give this thing a try. And when you give it a try, give it a try. Respect the process, respect the long days, respect the multiple takes. It's not live entertainment. There's not 10,000 people screaming your name. Do this for this and do it the best you can. And that's when things start. Good work. I'm a firm believer in good work will get you another opportunity somewhere.
Right.
And that started to happen.
What's the hardest part about auditioning?
Failing. is the thing. And a lot of the audition process, they're just looking, a lot of it is aesthetic. You know, you see a character in your mind when you read the book, and if the person walks in and they're the spitting image of that character, man, they got a good chance.
Right.
Anyone can be coachable. If I'm a director, I want to think, if I'm your head coach and I see you and I'm like, man, I think with good coaching, I think we can help this talent. So that's a lot of the audition process. So the shitty thing is failing a lot. Like it is a business of rejection. In baseball, you get a hit 3 out of 10 times, you make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's an F. Audition, it's like, God, if you land 1 out of 100, so for some, it's 1 out of 1,000. Like you just get rejected all the time. And you're basically being told you're not good enough. Wow. And they kind of don't tell you why. It's just you didn't get the gig. So if you know you need to work on your speed, easy. I'll practice that. I'll get better at that.
But just tell me that. Son, you're not fast enough.
Yeah, you don't
Son, you're not strong enough.
You don't get anything. Right. You just don't get the part.
Son, your routes. You need to work on your routes. Yeah. Son, you need to be able to get on the edge. You need to get skinny.
So,
but when you say, nah, you don't know what to practice.
You know, it's just tough. It's tough.
But then train wreck happens.
Yep.
What was that situation like? Well, I mean, they call you, it's like, okay, we got this role, John. We'd like for you to come down there, read for it, and give this thing a go.
Yep. And I sat in a room with Amy Schumer and Judd Apatow, and I was prepared. We went through the script.
Okay.
And then life handed me an opportunity. Judd said, put the script down and just riff. And we just did. And I wasn't afraid of looking silly, and I wasn't afraid of not being funny, and I wasn't afraid of failing because I was failing all the time anyway. And I got advice from Judd behind the camera of kind of encouraging me to what to say. Amy is an angel. She made the environment so comfortable. And then when I got the part eventually, and they were like, yeah, it's a sex scene. And we want you to do elaborate and crazy stunt sex. And all those lines you had, we're probably not going to use. We're just going to do the stunt sex scene. Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Right.
Be naked in front of everybody? Yeah, no problem. Let's do it. So that also comes with like, well, people are going to laugh at me and people are going to make fun of the way I look physically. Okay, man, let's go. Being okay with self, you know, and okay, this is what this profession is about. Yeah, let's do it. Let's give it a try.
Is it hard doing a sex scene?
Oh my God, it's the worst.
What's so bad about it?
Right now.
Did I miss something?
No, this is the thing. Right now, you guys at home think it's just us.
Yeah.
No, there's a whole fucking world back here.
Yes.
And this is like a great production nonetheless.
Right.
But dude, man, like catering was right there. And like the sound tent is right there. We started off practice. It was like a closed set. And I've come to grips with like, this is who you are. You work every day to be the best you can.
Right.
Fuck it, man. Let it hang out.
Right. Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before 2 something.